Welcome to Games World Live, the show where you can play video games live on television using your touch-tone telephones. Tonight it's a very special Games World Live because instead of doing the show from somebody's house, we've come to do the show from the Lakeside Shopping Centre in West Thurrock in Essex because there's only 8 shopping days left of Christmas, and we've brought the home team up here with us to do some Christmas shopping and take on all comers in the video games over the touch-tone telephones we'll be playing tonight. So if you want to take part, if you think you can win, phone in now and you might even get to speak to the man with his own personal hotline to Santa Claus, Jeremy Daldry.
S-A-N-T-A-C-L-A-U-S, hooray for Santa Claus, na-na-na-na-na-na. S-A-N-T-A-C-L-A-U-S, hooray for Santa Claus, na-na-na-na-na-na.
Everybody wants to go onto Games World Live, and who can blame them, especially after that? We're already in the Christmas spirit, and we have an absolutely top show for you tonight. Thousands of people are desperate to be on the show. If you'd like to be amongst them, ring our hotline on 0891 500 114. The calls are already flooding into the bunker, and of course keep faxing us on 071 705 3611. Coming up, we've got Fatal Fury, James Pond, World Heroes and Cool Spot. This is rock and roll television. Back to you, Phil.
Whoa, yes, thank you very much, Jeremy. We're rocking out here for the sound of the Royal British Legion Youth Band from Brentwood. Can you dig it? Coolest rock band in the world, I think. They're rocking out here, and of course the home team are rocking out more than anybody because they're a totally cool bunch of guys. You want proof? Well, have a look at this.
Things are certainly looking grave for the McCann team this week. I don't think they've got a ghost of a chance.
I'm Paul. I'm Chris.
I'm Matt.
This is the local graveyard. It's where the nightlife is. What an exciting place.
Oh no, it's not.
Lots to do all day.
Oh no, there isn't. This is obviously the swinging Cornish scene.
Well, this is an ancient Cornish custom fallen in the river.
Well, they're a funny lot, the Cornish. Way too many Cornish pasties, if you ask me.
It's only macho when I'm doing it.
Macho? Macho? Chris. That's short for Christine, isn't it?
Oh my God!
Big Jessie's one and all. Take a look at this.
Being at the top of the leaderboard with the Duffies is great, but it's not good enough. We've got to beat them. Next week, I'm going to destroy the enemy.
Santa. I do believe in Santa. I do believe in Santa. I do believe in Santa.
Well, I don't know. Santa believes in me.
I'm Graham Duffy.
Duffies, you're going down.
These Cornish boys will never beat me because I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
We're as good as the Duffies. If you think you can beat us,
Phone in now!
Well, there they are in Cornwall, and here they are in West Thurrock in Essex. Of course, they're out of their natural environment at the moment. Chris McCann, team leader, how do you feel to be out of your natural Cornish environment?
not bad.
Not bad. What do you think of our strange city ways up here, Bert?
It's really horrible with all these people in this massive superstore here.
Well, I've got a bit of a feeling they're a bit freaked out here in West Thurrock, so maybe you could take advantage of it and phone in now, because if you win, you will win this incredible prize, a Super Nintendo Entertainment System, plus a couple of games courtesy of Game. Plus, of course, you won't win Kevin, unfortunately, though, because although, Kevin, you don't know this yet, you got the sack, I'm afraid, just before Christmas. I know you've got a large family to feed and all the rest of it, but you could, of course, still win me, because I'll come and do the show live from your house next week and spend Christmas. Talking of Christmas, Jeremy, if you go away, Kevin, you're sacked. Have you got me any presents yet?
No, I haven't, unless you get me a huge gift from Lakeside. You only get a gift-wrapped, only slightly used tissue. Now, look, you lot out there, I'm sick and tired of seeing... Come here. Look, well, come here, will you? Look, come. Thank you. I'm sick and tired of seeing the ugly mugs of the McCann team week after week after week. If you don't pull your finger out from wherever it's got stuck and defeat the McCanns, I'll personally come round to every single one of your houses and ruin your Christmas. But enough of such outpourings, because it's staining the floor. Faxes are pouring in, thousands upon thousands. We've got one here. Dear Games Master, please say hello to Gareth, Andrew and Mike from Treehams in Wales. P.S. Please, could you play Mortal Kombat? Maybe, I don't know, depends how I feel. Hi, Jeremy, give me a wave in Ashton and have a happy Christmas from Matthew Cowell. Hi, Matthew. Right, enough of that one. Another one here, last one. Please say a big hello to my mum and everyone at Sheen School, Richmond. Get rid of those silly sideburns. This is the 90s, not the 50s. First up tonight, we've got a particularly violent outing with Fatal Fury on the Neo Geo. Fists fly in a flurry of fury. As always, it's the best of three with the last man standing the winner. Great game, lots of action, and I'm going to pick somebody to play this great game with lots of action right now. Chris Pearson. Chris Pearson, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, Jeremy?
You're there. Have you ever played Fatal Fury before?
Yeah, I played it in the arcade.
So you're a bit good?
Yeah, I'm brilliant.
You're brilliant. Well, Phil, we've got somebody who's a bit good and brilliant. What have you got?
Well, we've got Chris McCann, the team leader here. Chris, it's a good game for you, isn't it?
It's good, yeah.
It's not bad. And of course, the home team have brought their own mascot here. I know this guy from somewhere. It's Mickey Mouse, isn't it? I think that probably means no. Chris, do you think you can do this game?
I'll do my best.
Well, if you're ready and Chris from Starbridge on the phones is ready, off you go now.
Off we go with Fatal Fury, and I can tell you Chris from the home team is playing Andy Bogard, and Chris on the phones is playing Joe Higashi. Chris versus Chris. I don't like to make my job very easy here, I can tell you. Of course, best of 3 with power bars above their names, and it's a good start for Chris on the phones. It's a great start for Chris on the phones. Can he capitalise it and finish Chris from the home team off very quickly? It is like it could be. It's going to be a first. Oh, that was close. That was nearly the first round for the home team. It is now. Oh, yes! That's round 1. Round 1 to the phone team. We're 1 up, Phil. Jolly good at this too. You can see him pressing manically on his touch toes. They can look. You can see they look so upset by that. Chris McCann. And the crowd giving them so much support. Yes, well, a lovely lot of young people they look like too. As we enter rapidly into round 2. Off we go, of course. Chris on the home team. Of course, we're not the home team. They should be called the Lakeside team, really, shouldn't they? Chris from the homes has got to come back. This is round 2. If he doesn't come back, he will be out. Chris on the phones again with a nice start here playing Joe Higashi. Chris from the home team playing Andy Bogard. Could this be a perfect? Could we be on for a perfect victory? Chris from the home team's got stuck up the corner, of course. When he gets stuck up the corner, it's very difficult to get out, but he's done a very nice jump over Chris on the phone's head, and he's well out of that now. Standing slightly back at the moment, still no dent, and Chris is on the phone team's energy bar. Chris on the home team's not looking good. Not looking good with 45 seconds to go. I think this could be another round victory for the phone team. Yes, get in there, finish him off. Finish him off. Yes, indeed, Chris Pearson. Chris Pearson from Stourbridge. A wonderful victory for Chris Pearson from Stourbridge. That's the first victory for the phone team. And there he is, his magnificent name splayed across our equally magnificent winners board. Great stuff. That's the first win, the first victory. It's first blood for the phone teams. Back to you, Phil.
First blood indeed, Jeremy. Well, we're very disappointed here in West Thurrock. Chris, the team captain, that's a bit disappointing. Are you okay, though?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Do you think it was coming up to London that kind of put you off? Did you like London? What have you seen of it so far?
Well, it's a bit crap, really, isn't it?
A bit crap? That's not very nice. OK, well, of course, you know by now the vanquished must pay. I don't know, Martin, if you can see this glass lift over here. We're going to send Chris off, banish him to the glass lift. And while we do that, Jeremy, perhaps you'd like to tell us what the next game is, OK?
Well, Phil, next up, we're all set for Fishy Antics with James Pond 3 on the Mega Drive. Jump, leap, and bound your way through the first level, collecting the most cheeses in 45 seconds. Great stuff, starring the most famous fish in history. And here's one of the chaps who didn't quite make the audition to become an underwater agent. That's James Pond if you die in the game. And I'll say that for you, Phil, because I know you like a nice bit of fish. So, who am I going to select to play this marvellous game? I'm going to select somebody now. John Isherwood from Bury. John, you there?
Yes, Jerry.
Whereabouts in Bury do you come from?
Ramsbottom.
Do you really? Oh, this is great. We've got to send somebody off to Ramsbottom. Have you got lots of consoles?
Yes, I have.
What you got then?
I've got a Mega Drive,
Yeah.
a Mega CD,
Yeah.
a SNES,
Yeah.
an Amiga, a
Yeah.
Game Boy and a Game Gear.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been playing for 7 years now.
Really? Well, that's wonderful. Well, Phil, we've got somebody from Ramsbottom who's about to go on James Bond 3. Off you go, John. Off goes John Isherwood from Ramsbottom. I'm sure he's sick of the jokes, but I still think they're funny. 800 points, 33 seconds to go. 900 points. Collect the cheeses, of course. The most cheeses means you're more likely to go through. 1,100 points. He's missing those cheeses in a bad way. 1,622 seconds. He can't get up that hill. You need to take a bit of a bigger run up, John. Considering you've got all these consoles, you're not doing very well, are you, really? 1,800 points, 14 seconds to go. There's lots of cheeses up there. On top of that, sort of even bigger piece of cheese. 2,950. Is he going to break 3,000 with 5 seconds to go? I think he is. 3,150 with 2 seconds to go. Is he going to get past there? No. 3,150. 3,150 for John Isherwood from Ramsbottom in Bury. Back to you, Phil.
Ramsbottom. Well, we've got Chris here in Thurrock who's been banished to the lift. Look, he's polishing it. I never asked him to polish it, but it's very nice of him to polish it. We've got Paul Pellegrinetti here from the home team who's going to play this game. You've got 3,150 to beat. Do you think you can probably do that?
Probably not.
Probably not. What do you like about London? Have you managed to see much of London while you've been down here?
No, not much, not really.
Not much? Okay, we got 3,150 to beat on James Pond. 3, 2, rather. Start off now.
Off goes Paul, 3,150 points.
Come on, Paul!
To beat. Of course, Johnish would set that. Paul Pellegrinetti has to beat that. He's got 35 seconds. He's yet to score a point. He needs to jump in the trees to release the cheeses. That's how you do it, Paul. Now collect those cheeses. Now run up that hill. What am I doing? Talking Paul for this. We want to get rid of them. We want to get rid of these guys. We don't want them to go through. But Paul, give him credit. He's doing very well. 1,000 points. Oh, he's got stuck on that. He's got stuck on the spikes. You need to be very careful. You need to be very careful, Paul. You could lose your life. You have lost your life, Paul. Paul Pellegrinetti has lost his life. Only scoring 1,000 points, which is sad. But hey, life's sad. What can I say? You can see on the winners board, John Isherwood joins Chris Pearson. 2 phone contestants on our winners board. Philip, can we make it a brace? Back to you.
A brace? You've got a brace on you, Jeremy. Well, the crowd here are very disappointed. Look at them. Look at those sad and disappointed faces here. And of course, Paul as well is very disappointed too, Paul. Was it coming up to London that put you off?
No, I just did really rubbish, didn't I, really?
You didn't do too well, and of course, you're going to have to join your teammate Chris in the glass lift, because that's where we're going to banish you. Excuse me, do I know you? No, I don't. Go away. Bugs, buddy. Okay, Jeremy, it's back to you for the next game.
Well, Phil, it's time to enter yet another world of violence and pent-up aggression. Not World Heroes 1, oh no! World Heroes 2 on the Neo Geo. All the usual beat-em-up rules apply, including the no tickling rule. However, this isn't the best of 3 rounds, oh no, it's a battle to the very death. And I want to pick somebody to play this very violent and aggressive game now. Greg Musto from Wiltshire. Greg, you there?
Yeah?
Greg, tell me, what do you do when you're not playing video games? Because I'm sure it's not your entire life.
I play rugby.
You play rugby? What position do you play?
For Caution.
Sorry?
I play for Caution, which is near me.
Oh, it's near where you live?
Yeah.
So you're a bit of a mean rugby fiend.
Yeah.
Got a mean rugby player, Phil. What have you got?
Well, we've got 2 people in the lifts there, although I can't see one of them. And we've got Bert here, who's been twice Games World Live champion, who's going to hopefully pull it out of the fire for the home team, or should I say, the Thurrock team. Bert, do you think you can do it for the 3rd time?
I hope I can.
What did you win last week? It was quite a good prize, wasn't it?
It was a Mega Drive. And
Mega Drive. And you've been playing with that all week, have you?
yes, I have.
Absolutely. Well, are you ready to start?
Yep.
Okay. Well, off you go now.
Off we go. Aggression all over the place. Bert, as the American footballer, called Jay Wax, I think. Rick is the karate guy. You can see the power bar at the top of their heads, above their names. Below their names, even. When that power bar goes to all one colour, that's a knockout. And then depending on how strong the knockout is, the player can get up, or he has to stay down. And that's the end of the game. At the moment, it's very much a phone winning position at the moment. You can see Bert almost getting sozzled there by that large lightning bolt, which got Greg on the phones. And of course, that's even up the power bars, but Greg's coming back with some very nice punching attacks, which is taking the power bar away, giving Bert some problems. Greg, oh, lovely out down, but he's getting puzzled by that sort of lightning bolt thingy, which pops out of the sky and fries you. It's very close. They keep sort of wearing one power bar down and then pulling it back again. But it looks like the first round, if it even goes to more than 1 round, could go to Greg. But then again, there's the power. That's the lightning bolt coming down from the sky. It's even up slightly, but not terribly much. Greg going on the punches. Could this be a victory for Greg? When that bar goes all blue, it'll be Greg who wins. Get in there, Greg. Get in there, Greg. Bert, of course, on the home team. Oh, no, Greg has once again been hit by that lightning bolt from the sky. But so has Bert. Bert's only got a very small amount of power bar left. Yes! Now, will Bert get up from that? We don't know. We can't find out. The phone has won. The phone has won. He wasn't going to get up from that. No way, Jose, was he going to get up from that. Massive attack. 3 phone winners. I'm in 7th heaven. Chris, John, and Greg. The phones are whitewashing the floor with you, if you can do such a thing. Phil, you're going somewhere different next week. Back to you.
Well, thank you. Well, there's 2 people in the lift here. Bert, you didn't manage to do it this time. It's really disappointing, but you're going to have to go and join them in the lift in part 2. We've got 3 people on the phones through to the next round. I don't know where I'm going to be next week. It could be Stourbridge. Never been there. It's a very interesting place. I'm going to have a wee chat with the crowd now, because Kevin here has got a few little prizes to give out. Oh, excuse me. I'm just going to ask a few quick questions. Okay, I want to ask you. Okay, which is better, giving or receiving?
Receiving.
Receiving, okay, give him a prize. Which is better, giving or receiving?
Receiving.
Receiving, absolutely correct. Is anyone going to say giving?
Receiving.
Of course, you had a little message, didn't you, for Jeremy Daldry?
Gary Sideburns.
Get rid of your sideburns, Jeremy. Everybody says it. Okay, well, we've got a little bit of time to do some Christmas shopping. Oh, God, Jeremy, you're having a bad time from this crowd. It's an angry crowd tonight. We've got 3 minutes or so to do some Christmas shopping. Well, these people, these advertisers show you what you can buy for Christmas, any last-minute gift ideas. Join us in part 2. Don't go away. Games World live from West Cirque, the Lakeside Shopping Centre in West Cirque. There are 8 shopping days left to Christmas. We're doing a very special Games World live. Unfortunately, the home team, who we brought up from Cornwall, have all been knocked out. So we've got 3 phone contestants left. We've got Chris from Stourbridge, we've got John James from Bury, and we've got Greg from Wiltshire. I don't know where I'm going to be next week. I've got a crowd here to deal with. Jeremy, let's get on with the show.
Go away, go away. Look, go, stop. Creating our own little Thoric shopping centre there. We've got some great faxes. The home team are rubbish, so they've gone. That's from somebody whose name I can't read. Please say hello to all of Class 6A at St Stinian School in Ireland. Sonic Freaks, we love Games World. It's the best programme in the universe from Colin, aged 5, and Alex, aged 3. Oh. For tonight's Eliminator, we've got to grow our hair long, hang with the grungy surf dudes, and catch the occasional tunnel as we jump on the waxed boards and hit Cool Spot on the Super NES. Separate the Beach Boys for Car Park Girlies. Collect as many points in 30 seconds to enter for Games Playing Elite and go into the quiz. First up, of course, is Chris Pearson. Chris, are you there?
Yes,
Yes, are you a top surfing dude?
I am.
You are?
Yeah.
You think you do good?
Obviously.
Yeah, well, let's see. Off you go on Cool Spot. Off goes Chris Pearson, top surfboarding dude extraordinaire. As many points as possible in the time given. Got no points at the moment, Chris. That isn't a top surfboarding dude thing to do, is it? You want to avoid those crabs. Indeed, and move on as quickly as possible. No points yet, you've still got 30 seconds to go. So you that's what we like to see. Picked up some spots, some polka dots. 6 seconds to go, 150 points, 200 points, 250. Can you improve on that with 2 seconds to go? I think you might not be able to. 250 points for Chris. That's not a terribly good score, Chris. You actually didn't get through as well as you might have done. There's Chris Pearson on our scoreboard, though. 250 points. Next up, John Isherwood, of course. From where are you from again, John?
Ramsbottom.
Ramsbottom, yes, let's hear it for Ramsbottom. 250 points. Can you beat that?
Easy.
Easy?
Easy.
Are you a top surfboarding dude?
Of course I am.
Of course you have. You say that like it's the sort of question you're asked every day.
Well, I do get asked every day.
Do you? Well, let's see how you go on Cool Spot. Off you go, John. Off goes John Isherwood. There's 50 points already. Can't argue with that. 250, of course, to beat. To be sure of going through to the final, he needs to improve upon, of course. He just can't get 250. He needs to improve upon that quite dramatically. 350 points at the moment. 350. Oh, watch your life, though, John. You've got to watch your life. 10 seconds to go. 350. You could do with a bit more than that. Oh, wonderful. 700 points. Obviously heeding what I say. With 4 seconds to go. 900 points now. 2 seconds to go. 1,000 points. Can he improve on that? No, he can't. But that's a darn good score. That's a darn good score, John Isherwood. At 1,000 points, that puts you on the leaderboard, on the scoreboard. John Isherwood, 1,000 points. Chris Pearson, 250. Next up, Greg Musto. Greg, you there?
I'm there.
Yeah? 250. Can you beat that?
Yeah, it's done.
Sorry?
It's easy, so easy.
It's so easy?
Yeah.
You've got a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
I hope this confidence isn't misplaced. Off you go, Greg, on Cool Spot. Very confident lad, Greg Musto. And he's avoided that first spot, so obviously he's incredibly confident. Incredibly confident. 250, of course. If he gets more than 250, one more spot will do it. Yes, there's 250, one more spot will put him through 300. So, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Chris, so it's Greg who's going to be going through. And John, who goes through the quiz. But can he beat John's score, of course? Matter of pride, a matter of honour. 1,000 points to beat, 350 at the moment. 3 seconds to go, I don't think he's going to. 3, 1, that's 350 points. 350 points to Greg Musto. So, what I can tell you on the leaderboard, there it is, the scoreboard. John Isherwood, 1,000 points. Greg Musto, 350. Chris Pearson, 250. Philip, what do you have to say to that then?
Well, it's very interesting, Jeremy. Yes, well, the home team, of course, are a bit disappointed, but we're okay here. We're just chilling out here with the crowd. Are we chilling out, crowd? Yes! Jeremy, let's get on with the quiz.
Alrighty, Phil, we've reached the ultimate, the very high point of every gamer's life, the Games World Live Interactive Quickfire Quiz. John and Greg have both proved themselves as the very toppest games players, but can they cut the mustard when it comes to their in-depth knowledge of all aspects of video gaming? Are they any good? Well, let's light the fuse and start that clock and find out. Is Echo the Dolphin available on the Mega CD? John?
Yes.
It is. What is the full name of this game? Yoshi's what? Greg?
Island.
No, it's Safari. The two characters from Caveman Ninja were called what? John?
Joe and Mac.
That's right. What is this game called? Greg?
Ghouls and Ghosts.
That's right. It's 2-1 to John. What game is this? Trivial Pursuit or Nigel Mansell's World? Greg?
Nigel Mansell.
That's right. 2-2. Does the game Tiny Toons star Disney or Warner? John?
Warner Brothers.
That's quite right. 3-2 to John. Which Arnold Schwarzenegger character is this? John?
RoboCop, and he's not played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, it's the Terminator. You lose 1 point. You interrupted too quick. Who is this? John?
Obviously the Bobcat.
And you've got that point back. What sport do you play in the John Madden range of games? John?
American football.
That's right. 4-2 to John. Does the hero of Flashback use a gun or a... John?
He's called Conrad, and he's a scientist.
Sorry?
He's a scientist. Conrad.
Yeah, I was going to say, does he use a gun or a sword? He uses a gun, so you have to lose a point. So you got that wrong and interrupted too soon, but you're still a point of a lead. This is Robin Hood. True or false? John?
False.
That's quite right. Of course, it's Zelda. 4-2 to John. What is the sequel to Super Star Wars on the Super NES? John?
Super Empire Strikes Back.
That's right. A point to John. What type of creature is James Pond? Greg?
Fish.
A fish. He's coming back, Greg. Fox McCloud is the star of which game? Greg?
I don't know.
Sorry?
Pass.
Oh, you can't pass. You lost a point. John Isherwood from Ramsbottom is the winner. John, are you there?
Yes.
What you got planned for Christmas, John?
Well, just have a massive party.
Just are you looking forward to finding Phil on your doorstep?
Maybe.
Maybe. In fact, you'll probably find him in your Christmas stocking. Phil, guess where you're going? You're going to Ramsbottom.
Ramsbottom, what a peculiar name. Well, congratulations to John in Ramsbottom. You've won a Super Nintendo Entertainment System and a couple of games, and you'll be on the bottom of the leaderboard here with 1 win. Well, this team, the McCann team, have been an absolutely brilliant team. Have you enjoyed being Games World Live champs?
Yeah, brilliant.
You enjoyed it?
Yes, thanks.
Okay, well, here in West Thurrock, I'm going to start up the band. So, band, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, hit it! Well, I'd like to thank the Lakeside Shopping Centre in West Thurrock, as it's been a tremendous edition of Games World Live. I'd like to thank the crowd. They've been fantastic, absolutely brilliant. I'd like to thank the British Legion Youth Band here, and I'd like to thank that trumpet in particular. That's been a particularly good trumpet, a top trumpet, as they say in Game World. I'd also like to thank Kevin